What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy C Lemons back again. I know it's been a while, but we came back with the military hacks. So if you ever considered joining the military, or if it's been on your mind, I'm here today to give you a little insight on some things to think about when you're actually making your decision. So before we begin, make sure you smash that like button and like and subscribe for more content. Now stand by for some of the reasons to join the military, and if you have any questions or concerns, make sure you put them in the comment section, and let's get started. Did you guys know that the average cost of college last year, 4-year degree, was around $122,000? Now that encompasses fees, tuition, room and board, textbooks, etc. Now, if a student doesn't have a scholarship or a full ride or other means to pay for that, how can they afford that? I'm glad you asked. Stay tuned. So the military has what's called a GI Bill, or government-issued bill, and this pays for your full tuition and fees at school and provides a monthly housing allowance with up to $1,000 a year for books. Now, what is this monthly housing allowance that we're talking about, right? So it's BAH, or Basic Housing Allowance, gives you money to go anywhere in the United States to live, and based off that zip code, it gives you money, and you don't even have to stay at the school. Wow, can't even make this up. So let's take a look, for example, at San Francisco, which has the highest BAH at around $4,971. Now, I'm not the brightest person in the world, but if I wanted to go to college somewhere, it probably would be San Francisco. So let's do some math here. Come on. All right, so an example we're going to use is Golden Gate University in San Francisco. So just a quick overview of this university. We can see that the tuition cost is around $16,000, but as you can see, the GI Bill covers all that. And if you were to utilize tuition assistance, it covers up to $250 per credit hour. But we're not going to dive into that. But if you guys would like an in-depth video on what tuition assistance covers, let me know, and I can give you a breakdown of tuition assistance and how you can use it while you're in the military. So now let's get to the part that we were all waiting for, the BAH campus online. The BAH for campus and the BAH for online. So as you can see, there's a humongous discrepancy between campus as opposed to online. So now that should tell you that if I were to utilize my GI Bill, it would be in my best interest or behoove me to go on campus. Now be aware that campus doesn't mean that you're actually going or living on campus. All it means that is you are taking a class on campus. So it would be in your best interest to just utilize that. So another big ticket item I want you guys to look at is the college credit for military experience. So what does this actually mean? So along your military career, you'll have military training courses and specialty schools that you will go to and attend to make you more proficient at your career field. But not only does it make you more proficient, it also gives you college credits. That's right, college credits that transfer over to colleges that you attend. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's every college, but there will be colleges that will accept these credits through your joint service transcript. Now, what does this mean for you? Now, this means that you will save time and money when you're going to college. So there will be fewer course requirements, decreased tuition costs, and more college credits on your transcript. Sound like a win-win situation to me. So just a disclaimer, I'm not telling you that you should go to this college. Pick any college that you want to. I'm just giving you an idea of if you were to utilize your GI Bill, just try to use it to the utmost possible extent that you could use. And we're just going to go over the numbers from this example that I use. If you were to add up the tuition costs over a 36-month period, $16,095 times 3, that would be $48,285. And if we were to look at the basic housing allowance, which is equates to $4,457, and you were to do that times 12, because you do get that at a monthly basis. That would equate to $53,484. And then you do that times 3. That is that's 53,484 times 3. That equates to $160,452. Bam! That's ridiculous. Well, you know what else is ridiculous? Is if you hit that like button and to fit into the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. But if we were to add up all of that money together, that is the primary reason I say this is the number one reason to consider the military. Just a disclaimer for you guys and gals, I can only speak from my experience in the Navy, so I can't speak about any other branches in regards to what they offer. But just to recap, the average cost of a 4-year degree last year was $122,000. And one way that I feel like you can overcome the obstacle is by utilizing the GI Bill that comes along with military entry. So I will have in the description section everything that entails to have you qualify for that GI Bill. And if you have any more questions or concerns, you can put those in the comment section and I'll get to them as soon as possible. As always, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And get ready for some more military hacks.